Game over, man. Game over. That was a fun game. I'd say definitely worth $15. There we go. Review over. No, just kidding. Maybe is there any more story like after this Degenerate? Or is it pretty much over? Like, you know, because you know how they end up like showing you a little bit extra sometimes. Oh, it's done. Okay. Alright, so presentation and story. Look at these graphics. I mean, the game is beautiful. It oozes style. There's sometimes it does this thing where the foreground is in black a little bit, like Limbo, and then the background though, it's always in color and looking fabulous. Looks really good. Gameplay, pretty much a platformer. Just go around jumping on things. It's like the 16-bit or 8-bit, I can't remember which, the old Prince of Persia games. You want to see trials? Okay. Yeah, it's like the Prince of Persia games, like the old school ones. There's a little bit of gunplay, like you press on the right thumbstick and it'll bring up your little aimer, and then you just press right trigger and you fire. I enjoyed the platforming and the puzzles more than like the actual shooting and stuff. Sound, let's go into the story a little bit more. It's a zombie apocalypse, your standard zombie apocalypse, and you're just trying to fight to survive, and it's pretty much all that it's about, surviving, you know, and finding, like, I don't know if this girl that you find is like your friend or something, friend of the family or something. I think she's like all that's left that matters to this guy. The sound, towards the beginning of the game, like there wasn't much sound, like there wasn't very much mood music or whatever, but towards the middle of the game and towards the end of the game, like it really ramps up and you start hearing more background music and stuff. Length, I think I've played this for 5 or 6 hours, somewhere around there. Replay value, I'll probably replay it again just to so I can get all the collectibles and stuff, because there is Avatar Awards, and for one of the Avatar Awards you have to complete the game 100%. Let's see, controls are fine. There is one little thing about the controls, like once he starts to go into an animation, there's like no backing up or backing off of it. So like if I go to sprint jump, he's gonna sprint jump and go all the way through that animation before he actually stops. So if there's like an edge on the other side of where you're jumping to, you might accidentally jump off the edge. But other than that, the controls are fine. I didn't have a problem with them. And like, there is a few glitches that I found. Like if you screw up and push a box off the edge, and you weren't supposed to push that box off the edge, you're pretty much stuck, and like there's no way to kill yourself. You just have to like reload the checkpoint. And then like I ran into this weird glitch, like the level didn't load all the way or something. It was crazy. Fun factor, if you like zombie games, you'll really dig this. And it's a good platformer, a 2D platformer. I enjoyed it. Score out of 10? I would probably give it... 8. 8 out of 10, maybe 9. 9 out of 10. Because there's not really much wrong with it. I mean, the one thing, the cutscenes, I wish they would have been actual gameplay cutscenes, like using the in-game engine. Because what it does right now is it like goes into a comic book style, like storyboard looking thing. And I wish instead of the storyboards, I wish it would have just been the in-game engine. So, yeah, that's the review of Deadlight. Alright, yeah, that was it. You gave it a 7? Yeah. It's understandable. I mean, it would be fun if there was like some DLC, like an episode of DLC or something.